that the House of Representatives is ready to adjourn sine die.
As this year's legislative session wraps up, a controversial bill on geothermal energy regulation died in conference committee. It has been reported that Representative Chris Lee, who chairs the House Committee on Energy and Environmental Protection, disagreed with State Senator Lorraine Inouye, who chairs the Senate Committee on Transportation and Energy, which led to the failure of the bill.
You know, we're going to strive to reach the 38. I mean, that's an obligation we have.
The geothermal power producer is set to begin 24-hour drilling to tap a new well in Poiki.
There's that potential that we'll be working, around the clock again. We're going to do what we just did with the last well we completed. Okay, the last well, day and night.
And unfortunately, we back right up here to an industrial complex.
Some Puna residents who say they are opposed to geothermal in their backyard say the 24-hour drilling is in defiance of a county ordinance passed a few years ago that limits drilling to daylight hours only.
But if the county council sets a rule now, it means for any future drilling.
This bill is from the date of approval forward.
It compromises the potential for an uncontrolled event to occur. So we've been saying that from day one when the county proposed the ordinance, and we've been saying that to the state level, and so it's a bad ordinance. It's a bad thing. It's safety.
But this year at the legislature, a bill was introduced to counter that county law and put more geothermal oversight in the hands of the state.
Personally, for Hawaii Island, that has been lacking. And
Hawaii Island State Senator Lorraine Inouye, as chair of the Energy and Transportation Committee, showed an interest in geothermal before the session began.
Establishing geothermal as our new renewable energy was a good thing to do. However, what we lacked was the state's oversight, an active oversight.
Her legislation, Senate Bill 2535, prohibited counties from adopting ordinances to regulate geothermal resources exploration conducted 1 mile or more from a residence. It was also retroactive to December 4th, 2012, before the overnight drilling and fracking bans were put into place at the county level.
The chair would like to add that there is a SD1.
The bill was debated in committee and drew opposition from the Puna Pono Alliance, the organization that stands against the industry's development in Puna.
SB 25 is a preemption bill that deprives the counties of authority in geothermal matters. It's a legislative act that interferes with ongoing litigation in the Hilo Circuit Courts of Puna Pono Alliance versus PGV to enforce the county nighttime drilling ban. As such, it's special legislation intended to benefit a special interest, PGV.
Do we follow this ordinance that's on the books that makes no sense from a safety perspective? Or do we follow the well permit requirements that DLNR establishes for safety?
I believe it was passed to protect my neighbors. Now, you don't think that's a worthy reason to pass a bill, but we do.
Ironically, it did just the opposite.
Puna State Senator Russell Ruderman, who is not a political ally of Senator Inouye, tried his best to derail the bill.
I think Puna is the only district that gets treated in this way, where they propose and push things without talking to us. And I'm as angry as you can imagine I would be about this. And I'm trying to be polite here, but it's infuriating that they do stuff to Puna instead of including us in what happens around here.
We're concerned that this bill undermines the county's ability to participate in geothermal resource development and exploration. Any major project needs the support of its surrounding neighbors. We've all seen what can happen when a major project fails to gain community support before proceeding. Geothermal projects are no different.
I ask for your yes vote today as we move towards our island state becoming self-sufficient in its energy needs.
No votes again for Senator Sloan, Senator Thielen, Senator Harimoto, Senator Chun Oakland, Senator Ihara, Senator Ruderman, Senator Kim, and Senator Green.
$16 ayes, 8 noes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 2535, Senate Draft 2, passes third reading.
The bill advanced to the State House, where Ruderman does have at least one political ally. State Representative Joy San Buenaventura spoke in favor of a strange blank bill on geothermal energy on third reading.
By passing this bill as it is, HD1, a blank bill, we leave intact county regulations, county oversights, where my constituents will be able to have a voice on geothermal exploration.
But the value, it sounds to me, should be killing the bill rather than keeping it alive so the Senate can stick something in that we don't like. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, this is a bit of a half of a loaf of something that's good. So with that, I still have very reservations without being serious. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative.
Which led to the failure of the bill.